Hi, welcome to Dynamics Consultant's first 5-minute clip. These clips are designed to give you a quick taster and insight into Dynamics NAV functionality that you might find useful. This time we're taking a look at the Data Migration Toolkit and seeing how easy it is to import data without the need for creating data ports. This clip is filmed using the Classic client. The same functionality exists in the role-tailored client. First, let's find the Data Migration Toolkit. If you go to the Navigation pane and click on Administration, Application Setup, Company Setup, and then Data Migration, it will take you to the Migration Overview form. In here you can select any number of tables that you want to import or export from the system. So let's select a table. Click in the Table ID field and click on the Lookup, and then find the table you want. I want to use the Contact table, so you can use the search functionality to find the contact table. Once you've done that, you move across to the Form ID. This is the Form ID that you can use to see the records that you're going to import or export from the system. So in this case I want to find the contact list. I know the contact list is 5052, so if I then scroll down to 5052 and select that. Once you've done this, you need to select the fields that you want to import or export for this table. So click on the Migration button and then Migration Fields. And in here we need to go through and find those fields we want. So we can use the number field, the name field, the address field, the salesperson code field, the email. I've missed out city as well, so let's put city in. And the type field and the company number field. Once you've selected those, say OK, don't click on the cross. And that has then set up this particular table. Now the first thing we need to do is export this out to Excel. When we export it to Excel, it will create us a template for us to put our new data into. As part of the export process, it will also export any records that were already in the system, which is a slight pain if there's a lot of records there. So let's click on Functions, Export to Excel. We're going to pop this on our desktop and call it Contact Import and save that. That's now exported it and created me an Excel template. So I come out here and open up my Contact Import. This message is giving me a warning because it comes with an XLS extension rather than XLSX for Office 2010. So this is fine, say yes to it. What we then have here is all the data in the spreadsheet that we've exported from our system. Now if you need to export the data, and this is great, however we just need to import new fresh data so we can remove this from the spreadsheet. So I'm going to highlight it all, delete it, and I've got another spreadsheet of pre-prepared data. And I'll copy this data out, paste it into my new template spreadsheet, and then save that. Close down Excel. Always make sure you close Excel. If you've still got the file open, which you try to import, it will give you an error message. So go back into Nav and do Functions, Import from Excel. Find our import spreadsheet, say open to that. What we then have is those 6 records from the spreadsheet have now been imported. You can see we've got 5 migration records and 1 migration error. We can see the error by clicking down on the number of migration errors field. Here we can see this record has the error, and by clicking Migration Show Error or pressing F9, we can see that the salesperson code is incorrect. I know that it shouldn't be MP, it should be MD, so I make the amendment here, and that now vanishes from the error records and appears over here again in the migration records. I can then apply this data again, clicking on Apply Migration Data, and I see now I've got 4 errors. Now the reason for this is I'm currently validating the city field and the postcode field, and they try and force a pop-up within NAV, and obviously when you're running a code unit it doesn't like this, so what we need to do is change the migration fields. We can show a column here called Validate, and by default all fields will validate. What we need to do is switch off the validation on the city and the postcode field. So switch off validate on city, and we will switch off the validate on the postcode field as well, and say OK to that. This then moves these records back across into here, and if I say migration, apply migration data, you can now see I've got no errors, no outstanding records, and these have all been added into the database records. Thanks for watching this clip. I hope it's proved useful to you. If you're looking for any more information, feel free to visit our website at dynamics-consultants.co.uk.